Tequila. Compete to become the best tequila producer by managing your farm, its fields, resources, and sales. To start a game of tequila, place the cask tile in the center of the table. Deal each player a sheet from each pad and a jimador board with side A face up. Choose the starting player and give them the dice and the coaster tile. Each round, the starting player rolls both dice and may re-roll one, both, or none of them. These dice show the available resources and actions for the round. Additionally, each player assigns a third virtual die to any of these actions. At the same time, each player uses the dice to perform the main actions. 1. Fencing, or 2. Building. They can also perform free actions that are not tied to the dice, like 1. Selling on the market, or 2. Producing different types of tequila. Once everyone has performed all their actions, mark the appropriate space at the end of the round and pass the die to the next player clockwise. Let's take a look at each action. Fencing. Draw fences around your field spaces. With a die, you draw 4 fences, 6 with 2 dice and 8 with 3 dice. When you completely fence off a field area, gain all the resources within it. You can only have one house within each fenced-off area. Mark the resources with a line on the leftmost unmarked space of that resource type. When you spend them, cross them out. When you reach a coin space, mark the next space on the coin track. Building. Place buildings in your farm. Each die allows you to create a building. If you use 3 dice for this action, you also get a resource of your choice. By paying the resources indicated, you can draw the building on the arid spaces of your farm. You can only build on the arid spaces of your farm. When you cover a resource, you gain it and mark it on its proper track. Be very careful. This is a production process. As such, all buildings must be adjacent to each other or connected by roads for them to operate. Plan accordingly. Remember to gain the resources you cover with your building. When you fill up all of the spaces on the section, announce it. If you, the first player to accomplish this, you gain extra points. Anyone who completes this section gains 1 coin. Each building has a distinct icon, cost, shape, and in some cases, an effect, bonus, and adjacency requirement to operate. Let's see each building closely. The road. The road connects buildings, costs any 2 resources, and allows you to draw 2 independent roads as a single building. The agave field. The agave field is the core of the tequila industry. At the end of the round, every pair of agave fields will produce 1 agave. The kiln. When you connect it to an agave field, you gain 1 water. At the end of the round, every pair of kilns will produce 1 water. The distiller. When you connect it to a kiln, you gain 3 barrels. The cask. At the end of the round, each operating cask allows you to pay 1 agave for 1 barrel. The shop. At the end of the round, each operating shop allows you to pay 1 resource for 1 coin. Each round, you may perform free actions before or after any of your fence or build actions by crossing out a gear of the current round. These free actions are selling on the market. Starting with the leftmost market spaces, choose one of them or any connected to an already completed one. Pay the indicated resources or fulfill its requirement and mark it. Gain the indicated points and a resource of your choice. If you're the first player to reach the 4th, 6th, or 8th column, you also gain the points and coins shown below. Producing tequila. By paying the indicated resources and having the appropriate operating building required, you may produce a type of tequila. Mark the leftmost space of its track. If you're the first one to reach the extra points, claim them along with a coin. When you produce 1 tequila of each type, mark the appropriate space of the tequila collection track. Scoring. At the end of the 8th round, check who made the most tequilas of each type and who made the most sales. Assign the points accordingly. Then, each player adds points as follows: a point for each unused free action. The highest value reached on the coin track, the tracks of each tequila type, the tequila collection track, each score gained from a farm section, each sale made. The player with the most points wins.